So from that, we started helping companies with disinfectant procurement. And so most of that is, specially denatured blends or completely denatured blends of ethanol used
Mhm.
for the manufacturing of sanitizer and disinfectant wipes, the pumps. And what mainly led us getting into that is a couple of people in our network were letting us know that they were getting material that kind of smelled off-putting. So if you had sanitizer that smelled like tequila or kind of had what people like to call the fart smell in it, it was usually due to the filtration process or a denaturant being in the product that shouldn't be in there.
Is that
Um,
why? Because there were more than a few times that I was coming out of, I think, was Home Depot, so, and their hand sanitizer, it almost smelled like feces. It was good. And I remember telling my wife, like, where's that chemical, smell that we all love?
that's what really just drove our passion. We're obviously, focused on health, just kind of coming from the holistic side of things. Um, and so getting rid of, the fart smell led into, after COVID died down, you know, um, people didn't need, disinfectant and sanitizer as much. So we were kind of sitting there deciding what we were going to do with the supply chain we developed, kind of supplying the disinfectant manufacturers. Some of those manufacturers were people we were already connected with that were in hemp that pivoted their, line space over to help with their local municipals, with their states, sometimes out of state municipals, depending on those
Mhm.
company relationships. So it was nice to be a part of helping, people find better material to kind of get rid of that off-putting smell, and just overall provide a better product. And so we sat there, we brought everything back over mainly to hemp, and hemp led us into also supplying the cannabis industry as well, but also we are diversifying into fragrance manufacturers.
Mhm.
And we're also going to expand into the distillery side at some point down the line as well. And it's really what we found to be our solution is catering and bringing predictability to manufacturers in more of a regionalized way. There's, especially on the solvent and chemical side, longer lead times, especially when you're going directly to these larger manufacturers. You could be waiting 4 to 7 days. So what we found to be, our value add is that we're regionalizing inventory for our clients so that we can shorten the lead times, not only from a shipping standpoint, but also we're now pulling directly from a warehouse versus a manufacturing. So there's reduced lead time waiting for the product to be packaged up because it's already ready to go in our warehouse. And so we can typically get things turned around within 24 hours to 72 hours. And we are going to get into smaller units as well as we start to diversify more into pharmaceutical and lab analytical
Yep.
companies like that. So we focused on basically diversifying, regionalizing, and now, like you said, lead times are 7 to 14 days with shipping and, waiting for the goods to go out to ship. Sometimes we're getting it in there, getting it to our end users within, if you're local in the state, sometimes next day.
So why was this a priority for some of your customers? What does your predictability and your shorter lead times allow them to do?
Really, cash flow obviously is a big
Mhm.
thing. They don't have to kind of extend it. They get it quicker. They can turn around their end products
Yep.
to then hopefully sell quicker. So cash flow, we do offer terms to certain clients. So that is another thing